Hello guys and welcome back to Python Interview Hack by Python Academy. So here we discuss some program which will help you to overcome the machine test in your Python interview. Nowadays machine test is very common in the recruitment process and it will help the interviewer to check the programming capabilities in the candidates. So this is our third video in our series Python Interview Hack. In our video, we generally develop a Python program for the given problem statement step by step so that you will understand the exact logic need to be implemented for any given problem. So today we will discuss the problem statement and here is our problem statement. So given below is the keypad of the mobile. As you can see, each number is also associated with 3 to 4 characters each. You need to write the program in such a way that input to program is any number. For example, 1, 2 or 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4. As an output, you need to print all the permutations of the word that can form with the given digit in the alphabetical order. So here we are having one diagram over here. So this is the keypad of the mobile and having number keys associated with character set, and two special keys are there, that is star and hash, but in our problem statement there is nothing mentioned for these two keys, so we will not consider these keys. So with the problem statement we are having two examples. So if input number is 2, 3, then the possible words which can be formed are in the alphabetical order, that is AD, AE, AF, BD, BE, BF, then CD, CE and CF. Then second example is if the input number is 2, 3, 4, then the possible words which can be formed are these output. These are the combination of the character set for 2, 3, 4. So if we are looking at our keypad for keys 2, 3, so we will get ABC is associated with 2 and DEF is associated with 3. So these are the thing, but the combination of ABC as well as DEF. Then for 2, 3, 4 we are having ABC, then DEF, then GHI. So this output is nothing but the combination for these ABC, DEF and GHI. So first we will understand what is permutation. Suppose you are having two groups and you wanted to calculate the permutation, then you have to combine each member of the first group with each and every member of the second group. So here we are having AB in our first group, then CD in our second group. So here A will get combined with C, so we will get AC, then A will get combined with D, so we will get AD. Then B will get combined with C, so we will get BC, and B will get combined with D, so we will get BD. So in this way we will get AC, AD, BC and BD. So we will apply these logic for the 2, 3. So here ABC is associated with 2 and DEF is associated with 3. So first time A will get combined with each and every character in this set. So A will get combined with D gives you AD, then A will get combined with E, then A will get combined with F. So in this way we will get AD, AE and AF. Then in second iteration B will get combined with D, B will get combined with E and B will get combined with F. So we will get BE, BD and BF. Then third time C will get combined with DEF. So we will get CD, CE, CF. So in this way we will get these character set. Then we will check for the 2, 3, 4. So here 2, 3 and 4 is there. So A will get combined with D, so you will get AD, then AD will get combined with G, then AD will get combined with H and AD will get combined with I. So in this way you will get ADG, ADH and ADI. So second time A will get combined with E, so you will get A. Then AE will get combined with H, G and I. So you will get AEG, AEH and AEI. So Next time A will get combined with F and then AF will combine with GHI. So in this way you will get all the combination. So here we have all the combination with possible keys A, B, C, D, E, F and G, H, I. Now we will implement these in our Python program. So first you need to implement the keypad. So here you can see each number is associated with some character set. It can be 3 or it can have 4 characters. So in our Python we are having data type dictionary. So dictionary is nothing but the unordered pair of key values. So key here, if you consider these number as a key, then character set associated with this key will be its value. So we will implement this keypad in the dictionary. So here we are having dictionary named keypad, and in keypad we are having these keys as the number of our keypad, and its associated character sets are nothing but the value with these keys. So here you can see for 0 and 1 there is no character set associated. So in our keypad dictionary, so for 0 we are having empty characters, empty string, and for 1 we are having empty string. Now we will see examples. So we will consider 2, 3 as our input for the keys. Means user will press 2 and 3 for the input. So with for 2 we are having ABC is associated with 2, and for 3 we are having DEF associated with 3. So we are having 2 character set here. So you need to save somewhere. So here we will use list. So you can use either tuple or list also, or even you can use the set. Here we are using list to save these character set. So ABC is associated with 2 and DEF is associated with 3. So here we will use a for loop. So ABC is at position 0, or you can say is at index position 0, and DEF is at index position 1. So here A will get combined with D, then A will get combined with F, and A will get combined with E, then it will combine with B. So we have to iterate over ABC, and ABC is at 0th index. So here we will consider key list index position 0, means ABC will there. So first time I value will be A. So then again for loop is there. So for J in key list 1. So at index position 1 we are having DFE. So first time it will get combined with D. Why? Because we are here we are having I plus J. So plus I is nothing but a character and J is nothing but a character. So plus symbol is nothing but a concatenation symbol. So here we will get output AD. Then for second iteration, inner loop will iterate first, then after finished inner loop, then outer loop will iterate. So here J value will get changed, so J value will be E, then A will get combined with E, and so E we will get ACE. Then again J value will get changed, so we will get AF. Then after there is no character present in the DEF, so this loop will get finished and outer loop will get executed. So now I value will get changed. Now it will become B. So B will combine with all the character set present in the key list index position 1. So here we will get our output, and this is the correct output for input 2 and 3. But this is a static input we have taken, so we need to make our program dynamic. So you should take the input from the user. So in our this cell, so we will take the input from the user using input method. So user will enter 2, 3, 4 here, but as you know that input method will always take the input in the form of the string. So our input 2, 3, 4 is nothing but the string, but we need the digit format, or you can say integer input. So we need to convert this 2, 3, 4 into the integer. But if I write int here, so it will convert all the number, means 2, 3, 4 into the integer, and it will become 234. But we want each and every integer as a separate input. for that we have implemented list comprehension here. So here you can see for loop is there. So for I in input keys means this for loop will iterate each and every number in this string input. So first time 2 will be I, and here int I means we will convert that 2 into the integer, then we will store into the list. Now input keys are nothing but our list. So we will get our all the input keys in the separate and in the form of integer. So here our input list is 2, 3, 4. Then we need to fetch the character sets associated with these numbers. So for that, for to store these character set, we are having one more list, and it is empty list now. Then we will iterate through these input integers. So for I in input key, so first time 2 will get assigned to I. Then we are having one condition that we will check that particular number is present in our keypad, and keypad is our input dictionary over here. So this is our input dictionary. So it will check that particular I is present in the keypad, and if it is present, then it will fetch the character set associated with I, and it will append in our new list, that is letter. So first time it will fetch for the 2, then it will append in the letters. Then for second iteration it will fetch for the 3, then it will append in the letters, and for third iteration it will fetch the character set for the 4, and it will save in the letters. So in this way we will get our character set A, B, C, D, E, F and G, H, I. So now we need to make our combination. For that, to store our combination, we are having one more list. So here result is our list, and first time it will be empty. Then we need to iterate over each and every character set in this list. So for that we will use letters 0. Why 0? Because at 0th position we are having A, B, C, and as we have already explained, so first A will get combined with D, then AD will get combined with G, then AD will get combined with H, and AD will get combined with I. So we will get ADG, ADH and ADI. So for that, first loop will iterate over ABC, second loop will iterate over DEF, and third loop will iterate over GHI. So ABC index position is 0, so that's why here we are using letter 0. Then for DEF we are having index position 1, and for GHI we are having the index position 2. So we are having nested for loop here. So for outer loop I iterating variable, so first time A will get assigned to I. Then one more for loop for J in letter 1. So at index position 1 there is DEF, so D will get assigned in the I. Then for third for loop, G will get assigned to K. So in this way it will concatenate with this I, J, K. So it is nothing but A, D, G, and we will get our output in the list result, because we are appending that concatenation in the result. So in this way we will get all the combination associated with this A, B, C, D, E, F and G, H, I. So here we are having the output. So this is a correct output, but it will work only for the 3 keys input. But what if user enter more than 3 keys? So this program will not work. So we will think some differently. We will need to implement some different logic so that our program will get generalized. Means user will enter any key and output will be there. So for that, first we will understand what the logic we are going to implement. So result will be our output list where all the combination we are going to store. So here first time A, B, C is in the first group and D, E, F is in the second group. So A will get combined with each and every member of the second group. So we will get AD, AE and AF, and these output will be stored in the result list. Now B will get combined with D, E, F. Then we will get B, D, B, E, B, F. So these output will again stored in the same list result. So we will get our result list having 6 members. Then third time C will get combined with D, then C will get combined with E, and C will get combined with F. So here we will get CD, CE, CF, and again that output will be stored in the same list result. Now for the second iteration we are having these result. Now we will make the use of the same result. So first we will take AD, then AD will combine with G, we will get ADG, then AD will combine with H and I. So in this way we get ADG, ADH and ADI. So this result will be stored in some temporary result, then we will assign that temporary result in our main list result. So for the second iteration, AG will get combined with GHI and we will get AEG, AEH and AEI. So we will store these new output in the temporary list, and now after all the iteration will get finished, we will store the temp list into our main result list. Okay, so we will now implement these programs so that our program will be generalized program, so it will work for each and every input. So here we are having result list, but this time result list is not empty. We are having one member there, one element there, but that is the empty string. So I will tell you what is the significance of empty string. First we will understand the logic of our program. So for number in the input keys, so our input key is nothing but the list we have defined in the previous cell. So here in our list input key we are having 2, 3, 4 as the element of the list. So first time 2 will get assigned to this number, then we will fetch the character set from our keypad dictionary. So keypad number will fetch the character set, and that is nothing but the ABC. So ABC will store in the letters variable. Now we are having temporary list. So we have already told you that we are going to implement some temporary list. So temp is our temporary list. It is an empty list for now. Then we will iterate over the result. So result, there is one element. If the result is empty, then this iteration is not possible, so your for loop will never execute. But we will make the use of that result, so that's why we have first taken one empty string as the first or the one element in the result list. So first time that empty string will get assigned to prefix. Then again for loop is there, so for letter in letter. So these for loop will iterate over your letters, and your letters are A, B, C. So first time A will get assigned to letter. Then we are having prefix plus letter. So prefix is empty string plus letter is A. So you will get A, and A is get stored in the temporary list. Then second time letter will get changed, now it is B. Then empty string plus B is B, and it will get append in temp. Then third time C will get append in the temp. So in this way in our temp list we are having 3 element A, B and C. So these temporary list is now assigned to our result. So our result, here we are printing our result. So this is the output for the first iteration. So now we are having 3 element in our result list. Now we will go for the second iteration. So for number in the input keys, so now 3 is our second element. So 3 will get assigned to number, then it will fetch the character set from the keypad. So it will be DEF, and DEF will get stored in the letters. Now again temporary list is there, it is an empty list. Then for prefix in result, now in our result we are having 3 characters members. So first time A will get assigned to prefix, and for iteration to your letters one more loop is there. So we will have prefix plus letter. So first time letter value will be D and our prefix is A. So it will get combined to A, D, and it will again store in this temporary list. First time temporary list is empty. Now we are having AD. Then in this way we will get AD, AE, AF, BD, BE, BF and CD, CE, CF in our temp list. Then we assign that temp list again back to the result. Now we are printing our result. So this is the output of the print statement having these AD, AE, AF, BD, BE, BF and CD, CE, CF. Now we will check for the third iteration. So we are having one more input, one more number in our input keys and it is nothing but 3. So 3 will get assigned to number and later it will fetch the character set for the 3 and it is nothing but GHI. So letters will be GHI. Then again we are having temporary list. So for prefix in the letter, so first time we are having AD in our result. So AD will get assigned to prefix. Then we will iterate over the letters GHE. So first time letter will be G. So prefix plus letter gives you ADG. Second time prefix plus letter gives you ADH and then ADI. So in this way we will get our final result in the temp. Then temp will get assigned to the result and we print the result. So here is our output and it is a generalized program which will work for each and every output. But there is a small problem. I will tell you that if input is having the combination with 0 or 1, so this program will not work. So for here, for in our keypad dictionary, for 0 and for 1 we are having empty string. So this program will not work. So we need to implement one condition in this program. So here we are having that condition that if number equals to 1 or if number equals to 0, we will have continue. And as a Python programmer, you know that what is the significance of this continue. So continue where your interpreter encounter the continue, so it will skip the rest of the statement present in your loop and it will continue with the next iterating element. So here if we are having 1 and 0, we will continue to the next iterating variable. So again we changed a little bit in our program. So here first you understand we create one temporary list, then we will iterate over the result, then we will iterate over the letter, then we will add prefix plus letter in the temp, then again we assign that temp to the result. So we can reduce this statement. So we can reduce this statement using the least comprehension. So here same is there. So we will fetch the character set from the keypad. It will save in the result. Then we will implement the least comprehension. So as here we are having two for loops. So in our least comprehension we are having two for loops and that for loops are the same. So for prefix in the result, then for letters in the result, and we are appending prefix plus letter in the new result. So here it will append, it will add these element in the result. So here we will get output. So this program is correct. It will work for each and every output. So again we will see what is our implementation. So first we need to implement the keypad in the dictionary keypad. So these keys are nothing but the key which are mentioned in the diagram. Then character sets are associated with these keys are nothing but the values here for each and every number. Then we will take the input from the user. So here we will have input method. But input method will always take the input as in the format of string. You need to convert that into the integer. But you cannot write integer here because it will convert the complete number into the integer. So if you enter 234, then it will convert that 234. But we want each and every number as a separate input. So for that we have implemented the least comprehension here. So it will iterate over your input keys and it will convert into the integer, then it will store in the input keys. Then we will have one result list. So in our result list we are going to store our result. So in the result list, this list is not empty, it is having one element, and I have already told you what is the significance of this empty string to start your for loop actually. So for number in the input keys means we will iterate over the each and every number in our input keys. Then we are having one condition that number equals to 0 or number equals to 1, then just continue, because in our problem statement there is no character set associated with these numbers 1 and 0. So now we will first fetch the character set from the keep, and then we will assign in the letters variable. Then we are having one list comprehension. So using list comprehension, we will iterate over the result, then we will iterate over the letters, then we will make the combination, make the concatenation of this prefix and result letter, and again we will add in the result. So in this way we will get final output. So if I enter 2, 3, 4, 5, so we will get this much of the combination. Okay, so here we are having our program for our problem statement, and this is all for today's session. Thank you for watching. Subscribe our channel. We will come back with some new Python interview hack. Till then, take care and goodbye.